education, math and physics, while them haters count sheep. Actual education, tune in and get schooled. Flipping textbooks, breaking all the rules. From Newton to Einstein, concepts elevate. Keep the stream, it's the key to our fate. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down. Actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice. Maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice. Got the Pythagorean triangles about to flex. Quantum theories on deck, breaking all the specs. Relativity theories, worlds getting small. Grasp the universal laws, standing tall. From the atom to the cosmos, we rolling deep. Grazing out the stars, no time to sleep. Black holes and supernovas, concepts we unfold. Brain power heavy, yeah, that's Dr. Gold. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down. Actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice. Maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice.
What's up, everybody? Let me start the Discord. There we go. There's that. Nice. Sick. Lies. Yours are just cooler and better. Is that how this works? How does this work? One sec. I gotta log in on TikTok.
She said 0. She said first, and I said 0th.
Zeroth is technically better. Yeah. If we're talking about
just lies.
What's up, Seth? If we're talking about
Only
like
one
the
new one right now.
only one, yeah. Well, that's okay. It's
early,
dude.
so.
What live access required, dude? Fuck you, TikTok. What? I already have access. You dumb cunt. Excuse me.
You have any issue again?
There's always some tech thing that's not working. Apply for access. I have access. Oh, not approved or.
So we're using it here in America and say cunt. It's just like. For us, it's just standard. You're right, cunt. But for you,
dude, seriously.
I
Maybe
was
they're
thinking I
mad.
was
Maybe,
gonna-
maybe they're mad at the tobacco use.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Which I don't care, honestly. If they're gonna bot me for tobacco use, they can bot me for like any other thing I'm gonna say on this stream. Excuse me? Like what? Chill.
I was thinking I was gonna be late today.
Who would be late today? What?
I was thinking I was gonna be late today.
No, you're fine. Well, I mean, I was late because, yeah, TikTok's being weird.
Dude, you're fine. You're on time. I was thinking I was gonna be
Oh.
better than now.
is this too much?
Is this too much? It's like the mental gen, dude. The mental gen. You know which one I'm talking about, dude? What is it? Was it gentleman? Mental gen. One second, let me find it. It's
Get back
this
in the
one.
bucket.
This one. I love this one.
Mental shit.
Mental gen.
Oh.
Oh, I crack up.
How
TikTok.
did the butts know with the Siri with the summation?
Oh, it was weird, but we figured it out. It was pretty crazy, but we got it.
Oh, what? How did it work out?
It was like some A sub n -1 stuff, and then you showed it telescoped, and then
Okay.
it's basically the first term and the last term. Now I'm
Just
curious,
making sure
actually.
It's something obvious.
Crater. It was not obvious. No, it was definitely not
Good.
obvious. Live center. I just want to see like. Let me see if there's like.
Okay, Adash.
if I got any bobs.
Adash, another water limit solve, but this one has the use of
Wow, that's loud.
today. So
Nice. I like rules.
it's
I just wanna-
another water limit equation, but it uses rules as well for this.
Oh, we
one.
had a ton of views actually yesterday, Sensation. I wonder why they're bopping us. Got one new follower too.
Woot.
Woot. About me? Is there anything that says like? I would think I would get like an email or something, right? Being like, you know.
You should.
What did it?
An issue.
Ugh,
What did it
sorry.
say exactly?
Nothing. It's just and this may actually just be an issue. So Stream Elements. To be able to stream live on TikTok, there's actually kind of you have to have 10,000 followers. You have to have uploaded 3 videos within 90 days. And there's a bunch of other things. But Stream Elements has a way to get past, because a lot of people don't have 10,000 followers on TikTok. There's a way to get past that by Stream Elements has like a fast track approval thing for TikTok Live, which I did do earlier.
The
but
last one you did yesterday.
Sorry, Seth, just give me a second. So I think what I think that whatever that fast track approval thing may have gotten. The interesting thing will be to see if I load up TikTok Studio, which is their default live studio thing. It should tell me there whether I have the ability to stream on TikTok or not. Because that would tell me if I have any infractions. I'm guessing that it's nothing to do with our stream. It has to do with Stream Elements doing this fast track approval thing. Like, cause yeah, if I go to TikTok here, I wonder if I like try to go live right now. One second, let me see. Go live. Oh, it says I can. Okay. So yeah. So no. It's nothing to do with you, Sensation. It's the app. The Stream Elements app is not doing well. That makes sense. Let me see. Rules and guidance, restrictions, history.
I'm saying I'm a bit of a bellend, but I couldn't have done out that bad.
No, you're fine. Yeah, we got like a slight restriction on the 12th. That was 6 days ago for trading or using tobacco. Get out of here. First of all, what if it's a tobacco-less vape? What if it's just water vapor?
Yeah, they couldn't.
Yeah, they can't prove that. No, they can't know that. Dude, they can't prove that.
So was that Summation one the last one you did yesterday?
It was. Yeah, Summation 1 was the last one I did, Seth. Yeah, we only got one new question from Adarsh, which is great. That's cool. I'm fine with this stream being short.
We can go back and take care of the cube, number 24 from Chantress.
Yes, Chantrix does have an additional one with a cube. Yeah.
Which I don't know where I'm going on that one. So that will be a fun one.
Okay.
We can do that, or we can do the other ones as well if we want. But Mr. Josh is up first today.
So someone was actually asking me why we have 2.4 gigahertz and why we have 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi networks. Do you know the answer to this, Sensation?
No, I don't. I never really thought about it.
So 5 gigahertz has a shorter range, right? Because it's a higher frequency, but you're able to like transmit more data across it. But the other main thing with this is that a lot of consumer electronics use the 2.4 gigahertz frequency band. And so when Wi-Fi is trying to compete with it, ends up like not having a good time. Yeah. Because my friend was like having a hard time getting his internet stuff to work. And I was like, yeah, make sure you're using the 5 gigahertz, not the 4. Or
you could be in a massive quarry and just wire everything up.
Massive quarry. What? like a Faraday cage dog? Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, enough mental gen. That can go away. All right. Let's see. What else do we got? News. Tomorrow's stream I have to move up an hour and a half.
We're starting tomorrow then.
We're gonna start tomorrow at 3:30 Pacific instead of 5. Because my sister's in town, and then I have to.
That's what
teach
time
my
then?
kid. So, if anyone's ever curious about when we stream, it's on the calendar.
That's 6:30 Eastern.
That will be 6:30 Eastern. So yeah. So this is the cool thing is that whenever I change the calendar in my whatever, like life, it updates automatically here.
That's nice. That's nicer.
Yeah. Right. So this is, if you're ever wondering when we're streaming, will be the most up to date calendar of things. But yeah. So tomorrow's stream will be an hour and a half earlier.
Other thing to ask, make sure we get out of the way. Did you find a person for Friday yet?
Oh yeah. No. And it's okay. I'll probably just skip I'll skip the Friday AMA. It's just I have a lot going on, and especially in the next couple weeks, this is gonna get really busy with me teaching at UCLA. I'm probably gonna have to start cutting back on streams.
What are you teaching?
I'm teaching physics. I'm teaching physics at UCLA.
Physics what?
Physics 1. Mechanics for pre-meds. So
that'll be fun.
Yeah. It'll be fun, but it's a little nerve-wracking because it's 182 kids in that class. and I have to write all the exams. I have to coordinate TAs, midterms. Yeah. It's about to be a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoy teaching. But go on. Yeah, what's up, Sensation?
I bet half of them are Indian.
Bet half of them are Indian. Asian, you'd be correct with. There's more Asians than Indians at UCLA. But I don't know. I don't know about.
Asian is a bit vague.
Oh, okay. If we were just saying like all Asian, Southeast Asian, yeah, probably. There's a whole like Donald Glover song about UCLA. It's like Asian girls everywhere, UCLA.
So they're Chinese.
Well, just various forms of, I don't know, those nations. And it makes sense. I mean, UCLA is not an easy school to get into, and those cultures tend to have families that place a lot of importance on academic results and things, which is great. I say that's awesome. You know, it's cool to have parents that give a shit. I see a lot of parents that don't give a shit. I see a lot of kids that don't have parents. So I'm all up for the more parents. Oriental, sure. That's a weird word. Oriental. I don't think anyone Asian wants to be called Oriental. It's like
it's very archaic.
Yeah, it's like Mexican people getting called Latinx. No. Like Latinx is some term that just got invented by a bunch of white people that Latin people don't even like want.
Well, no, Oriental is just old. I mean, my great-grandparents probably said Oriental.
Yeah, we don't say Oriental. We say just, I guess, is it, was it called like Pacific Islander or something? Or
Yeah.
I think it's just Pacific Islander or something.
Pacific Islanders are Australia, New Zealand, Maori.
Dude, okay.
Hawaii.
Maybe so. Pan-Asian or something? Pacific Islander is a little different. Yeah. I don't know. All over the place, whatever. Everyone comes from different colors of the rainbow. Everyone's special. I love all the flavors. Blah, blah, blah.
I hate everybody.
I hate everybody.
Regardless of what you look like.
Sensation. It's okay. All right, cool. That being said, it's okay. I will announce if there... I honestly probably can't get an AMA guest this soon because it's Tuesday. But if someone comes around tonight and I can get them to sign up by Friday, I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Otherwise, it's all good. I made a nice post on LinkedIn, but I don't think anyone responded to it yet. So, Oriental is just an adjective for perfume, but like Oriental perfume, Oriental flavors maybe. Okay.
The Oriental Express.
And the main reason I said I was there was a
What's up,
chance I was gonna
Seth?
be late. And the main reason I said there was a good chance I was going to be late is that I had to see you have
to see what?
Teacher recognition program today.
Oh, you had a... Well, what was the program? Sorry, Seth. What was this
Teacher
program?
recognition program.
How does that work? What happens there?
Keep students giving speeches, recognizing teachers that adapted them.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's cool.
yep, I just got back from that one. Ooh, what? Right in time. I saw the
Nice.
I saw the live invitation. So
Yeah, good thing we were late. Yeah, good thing.
I was thinking it would be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, till like another 30 minutes late. But
Yeah. I was talking to Sensation earlier about this, actually, just like analyzing even the analytics of a live stream. No one, I mean, people do show up right when we stream, but if you look at the number of viewers, it really builds for the first 20 minutes. It's only after like the 20 or 30 minute mark that you really start hitting peak, because people have to like kind of trickle in, is how it works. So. Oh, also, is that P127 in the chat? Who's that? Can't see his username.
Yep.
Yeah, what's up, P127? Nice. Okay.
We
So yeah.
Are you not live then?
Am I not live? Pretty sure I'm live.
Twitch is on.
Am I not live on Twitch?
Sorry, yeah. Twitch
you
is
are.
on.
You're live on Twitch.
Yeah, I see
YouTube's
something. YouTube is
TikTok's
off?
not.
Yeah, TikTok's not on because...
Twitch
yeah.
is fine. YouTube is fine. TikTok is not fine.
Oh, thank you. It's okay. Yeah, we know TikTok's being
Instagram.
weird.
They tried to fine.
Instagram is... Yeah, I don't know. I still can't figure out how to stream on Instagram.
Are we ready to start then? I guess?
Yes, let's start the stream. Let's do it. All right. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Welcome, everyone, to Actual Education Office Hours. Stream that helps you out with math, homework, science homework, life homework, all sorts of fun things today. Okay, our first question of the day is Adarsh. Adarsh says, when is our AMA stream?
I'll just read this one for you. 2 minus log of 3. Got it? Right.
Yeah, I can
Just
just copy.
read
It's easy. It's easy to do stuff. I am live on
Okay.
Twitch. Thank you guys. Okay.
What-
This is a cool one,
parentheses around the
Adarsh. Cool one.
We can put the parentheses around the 3 ads to make it a little bit
I agree.
nicer. But
Yeah, because sometimes it's kind of weird. Like, what's happening here? You know, a little confused.
it's a note. Yeah, I know. Yep.
Solve
Look
for
at that.
X.
Now
Ooh.
this one is not a polynomial. This is not a polynomial. This is just a,
Yeah, this is just a 10 to the type thing, right?
but
Two-
it's actually a logarithmic rule one.
Is it a logarithm? Yeah.
It's a
So yeah,
logarithmic rule problem. Yep.
this is the classic. Anytime you're trying to solve an algebra, when they say like solve for X, you always want to try to get X all on one side. Anything that has X, try to get X on one side. In that case, this thing has an X in it. This thing has an X in it. So let's just put everything over here. Because whenever I see minus, I like plus. It's just like pleasing to me.
We don't want to make it. We don't want to net it everything because if we allow everything to be on the left, then we have to then net it everything. Yuck.
I agree. Yeah,
If
that would
that's
be
true.
ugly. We don't want to do that. Yeah. So just add log of 3X.
And what we
So
can
that-
do is instead of writing it like that,
Yeah.
make a switch at right at that step, and say that equals 2, just to keep the edges on the left side.
Oh, you want to
switch
like
within
move
that step.
this over here and then like move this over here?
Yep, switch that within the same. Yeah, switch within the same step.
Okay. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Yeah, so just to show what Seth is talking about. Because it's nice to have, I guess, X on the... I mean, this is a personal preference, right? If you read Arabic, you're probably cooler with the right to left. You know that you're on the left to right.
I
It
do
doesn't really
agree.
matter.
It's
But
it feels it's gonna work nicer.
maybe, yeah. You're either going to get like X equals or a number equals X. Okay, cool. Adarsh, you know what to do next here, Adarsh? Once we've gotten all the X's on one side. These X's are inside the log houses. What do we do with them? Do we multiply them? We do, actually. You are correct there.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
we don't want.
Anytime you have log of something plus log of something, you can condense that into a single log.
And that's why I mentioned this logarithmic rules, because we don't want to take the logarithmic of each side.
We
don't
don't.
wanna-
Yeah.
We don't have to do it yet because it's not
No,
going to be
not
fun.
yet.
It's not going to be enjoyable yet.
No, this
We
is- this is
could do
much better.
that. We could technically do that. Pretend it's 10 to the power of everything.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a
Well,
pain.
it's actually not bad. And
Okay,
there's
so
one
once we have this isn't bad, right? Because now what you can do is
before we do anything, let's do one
Yeah.
little thing.
oh, you want to simplify
Let's
this?
simplify the inside, because that's
Yeah.
I see factors of 3 in the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather that.
So you're right with that. Yeah.
That's
Nice
just,
job, Endar. 5 stream streak. Yes, 3x squared over 12 gets us x squared over 4.
And also, Dash, watch how you write that when you write it in
Yeah.
slashes.
So now here's my question. Do we have to assume this is log base 10? I think we do, right?
Dash, yeah, be careful how you write that when you use slashes. That's really adds to the 2/4.
Yeah.
That's,
I'm here. Don't mark me absent. What's up, fam? Yeah. Log by itself should mean log base E. Interesting. Yeah, so in yeah, no, but he's talking about the coding version of log. So, yeah, if you write log in like Python or something, I think it assumes it's base E, and you have to say a log 10 or something. I think that's how that works.
It's like log base E is natural log, but we don't see natural log here. That's kind of the weird one.
Yeah, let me
Now-
see. In Python
Now, could we
log
do it with
function.
log base E? Yes. But which one's gonna give us an answer? that
Yeah, look at
is
this. No, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So in Python, math.log is log base E. You have to say log 10. Yeah. Oh, you are streaking
Based on
Fembox 3. Nice.
The math. School curriculum. This problem is most likely in base 10.
Yes. I mean, yeah.
Or
So
otherwise, that's
anytime you're in math land, yes, your teacher assumes it is 10. I agree with that. I agree your teacher refers to it as 10. But
It's not
I'm just saying,
really.
be careful about this when you start doing programming,
Unless
because
it contains
log is assumed to be
what or
base.
not, unless it contains in what?
Unless it contains LNS.
Oh,
But I'm just saying,
LN,
but
okay.
Jeff is technically right in that log, just by itself in coding language, is log base C, and I think in Mathematica as well. I think Mathematica assumes log to just be log base C.
What that up in
Nice.
math.
Oh, thanks for the follow, dude. The Big Monkey Man 69420.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Without a base, it's log base 10. That's
Yeah, this is log base 10.
unless you can prove otherwise with math, not toes.
So the next thing is to just put this in exponential form. So this is 10 to the this is equal to this. So what does that get us, guys? X squared over 4 is equal to 10 to the 2. I bought 10 bond coins. Am I getting banned?
Okay.
You're getting bond.
We can do this in a wonderful. Can I show you an easy way to do this that we don't?
Yeah,
we
what's
don't
the-
just,
Yeah, what's the easy way?
let's-
What's the easy way?
multiply by 4 square root, because we can just square root this mess without having to take the powers.
Multiply by the square root of 4? Is that what you want to do?
No, multiply by 4 and then square root the entire thing, because we know
Oh.
that these are just something squared. Multiply by something squared.
Oh, I see. Okay. I think,
There's
yeah,
just
the other way to write this is you could rewrite the 4 as just 2 squared, right?
Yep, and it is going to wonderfully break apart.
Yeah. So once you're at this point, you could actually literally just square root both sides, right?
But we don't want to square root now, because now if we square root now, we don't get adds. Oh well,
Yeah, I think it works out, doesn't
adds halves this. We have adds halves equals something.
it? Yeah, okay.
It's
We
really
can do this.
multiply by 4, and then we square root the
We
same.
can do this. That's fine.
Yeah, and then
Square root
square root
both.
the same. And we know that square roots will break apart.
2 times 10,
20.
which is equal to 20.
Now we do have a square root issue with Jeff has fixed up. Negative 20 is a solution, but it's not to a logarithmic solution.
Correct.
No,
yeah.
is it though? Why is negative 20 not a solution here then?
Because you can't plug negative 20 into here. Yeah, this is the typical, like, if you start solving square root stuff, you got to plug it back in to check the value. Yeah. So you are right, it's
So-
technically plus or minus 20, but you only accept the 21.
20, yeah. And then now the other way is
What's
to-
up, Rubug? Good to see you, Ru. Let me see what
Enough,
Monkey Man's
it's
saying.
done. Shush.
I was studying and I decided that now I'm finished, I may as well watch someone who will help me with my math. Yes, Big Monkey Man, let's help you out with math. If you want to get help with math, you can submit a screenshot down below down there. Yeah, just go to that website. You can submit a screenshot. Good to see you, Big Monkey Man.
Let me-
Lifelong
let me-
learning. What's up, Seth?
Let me offer you one other challenge. If we go back a few steps, back to
Okay.
where we were, back to,
Yeah.
and let me offer you this twist, this extra restriction. So go back to where you have the log of expression equals to 2. So we have not done
Wait,
anything,
You mean
Do
right
it.
here?
That-
Right here?
not even to addition. No, we didn't add them together yet.
Where you want this?
For the case we didn't. That works, yeah.
Okay, sure. What's up?
And let me ask this: what if I said the following? Assume that you
Mhm.
did not know that lot of something times lot of something plus lot of something is lot of inside multiplied by inside.
Okay. So, like, assume we don't know
Okay.
log of A
Now
plus log
solve.
of B is log of A times B.
Hold up, you're gonna have to repeat that for my benefit.
Yeah, he says, assume we don't know that log of A plus the log of B. He's saying, like, what happens if you forget your log rules? Which, I don't know. At that point, then this is the whole point of this
Still be solved.
question.
I will say this can still be solved.
It still can be solved, he says. Okay, all right, we can check out how to solve it.
I would think it would still be able to solve. I don't know if I'm thinking through it. but
Maybe.
That's
How
makes-
do you think you're going to do this? Are you going to just raise, you're going to do 10 to
that's
the on
the
both
idea,
sides?
Yeah, is do the
Yeah, I
power
might-
raising, but
Okay, so he's going to
I
say
didn't know if it was going to turn out, which is
10
why I
to
wanted
the-
to test,
10 to the...
which is why I wanted to have some fun and try to test stuff
Yeah, we can test it. That's
and
cool,
see
man.
if I'm thinking right, but I don't know.
This is, so this
Because
is
of that.
this,
That's the reason. I
and
don't
then
know.
times
It's
10 to the
Okay.
log of 3x, right?
just- and
is
we know
equal
that
to-
because
Right,
Remember
10
to
to the
keep that-
log is just x over 12. 10 to the log is just equal to
and why did you
3x.
ready to break the addition.
Well, because 10 to the a plus b is equal to 10 to the a times 10 to the b.
And why is that?
I don't know, it's just an exponent rule.
Because Jeff.
You're
is,
cheating if you write it as multiplication?
Yes,
Why am I cheating?
that's what.
Why am I cheating?
Read his earlier statement. Wait, that's log rule. That's why I'm jetting.
Well, no, this is an exponent rule. Oh, you're saying this is a log rule.
Yes.
I mean,
you
sure.
don't know logarithmic rules.
Well,
You
I
don't
have to know
what- you don't
something, dude.
logarithmic
Like,
rules.
God has to be right at some point. Otherwise, like, we're just
You don't know
screwed.
logarithmic rules.
Okay. Well, let's assume that like because you're taking a logarithmic chapter quiz part of your math class that you know log rules. Because if you don't know log rules, then why are you doing
The
this?
log X times log B takes.
E to
We
the
are
A
linking
times E to the B is E to the A plus B is the
So-
same thing as saying ln of A. Yes, exactly. They are self-consistent. I agree with that.
Yeah.
One sec.
So-
Let me see what Big Monkey Man was saying. One sec. I don't want to like lose. Okay. I'm in my final year and I'm applying for college and it's really competitive in my country. Math and physics have pretty much become my life, but I'm starting to love them. That's dope, dude. I'm glad.
Looks like this. It looks
I'm
like
guessing.
this is-
I'm guessing you're from a country that has a lot of people competing to be engineers. That's usually what
Yeah.
happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is
Whatever.
showing that there are multiple ways to solve something, which was the ideal.
Yeah. We don't want to confuse you, Darsh. Like, disregard what's happening here. We're just having fun.
Yeah. Multiple ways to
Uh,
solve a problem, which was the joke of the math there. But there's multiple ways to solve something.
Multiple ways to skin a cat. All right. So x squared is equal to
it happens,
400.
Yay! That's just 20. Whoops.
That's literally what I'm trying to
Yeah.
do in 20. Yeah. Nice. This works out.
Look up the first step you did with addition. That was what I was hoping. I was making sure of. That was where I thought I was breaking.
Sorry for ruining the fun. No, dude. I mean, the whole point is to make sure you learn, guys. Yeah. I give 2 fucks for the fun, dude. Whatever.
I don't see any of the questions now. So
Well, let's take a little break. I want to go through the chat real quick. Let's see. What do we got? He says, I'm trying to do in college. That's cool. Yeah. Where are you trying? Got a scholarship for electric and computer engineering, provided I score high enough in my finals. Oh, that's cool, man. Well, if you ever want any help with doing well on your final exams, we help out a lot with math and science. I have a PhD in physics, so I teach a lot of physics. So I think that's a unique thing about this stream. I don't really see many other people that do physics on Twitch, except for that physics and depression guy, but he's always depressed. So what was he doing? He was microdosing antidepressants and then had to take a 2-month hiatus from Twitch because that didn't work out. And I was like, oh,
I
Christ.
wonder why that didn't work.
I wonder why that didn't work.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Could it have something to do with cellular mitosis at this point?
I miss Olaf. Yeah.
You know
Olaf,
what I
yeah.
mean, where you have to take a certain concentration of a compound in order for it to be active.
Oh, are you talking about the no, I'm thinking about the one that kills you. That's called LD50, right? Lethal dose 50.
What?
You ever heard of LD50? It's like the amount
No.
of something you would have to do that 50% of the population dies when that happens. Like, what's the LD50 of water? Have you ever heard of that?
Like eating 1,000 oranges or something.
Yeah. The LD50 is like really funny. It's kind of morose, but here, what's like the LD50 for water? 50% of the time works 100% of the time. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the LD50, lethal dose for 50% of a population for water, when administered orally to rats. First of all, why do we know this? Is 90,000 milligrams or 90 grams per kilogram of body weight. Okay. So 90 grams per kilo. All right, so let's
What's that
think
in a
about
human being?
Yeah, what's in a human being? So a human being probably weighs what, 100 kilos, right? What's it like average weight of a human?
Oh, fucking hope not. But yeah, let's go with 100 kilo.
If 220 pounds. Dude, the average weight for a U.S. adult is 181 pounds. Okay, but men is 200. Okay, let's just say 100 kilos, just be nice. Whatever. We're an average American here. So 100 kilos times 90. So that's, what is that? 9,000 grams of water. So 9 kilograms of water. How much?
How do you convert from kilograms to liquid?
Well, I need to know how much a gallon of water weighs, which a gallon of water is how many milliliters is a gram of water? Sorry, is a gallon of water?
Gallons, yuck. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right? Yuck. I think it's like 3,500 milliliters.
I know fluid ounces, but I don't know.
Right, I know. Yeah, this is.
Milliliters-wise.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, it is like 37. Okay. So it's, let's say 3.8 kilos for a gallon of water. And we calculated you would need to drink 9 kilos, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you administered 2.25 gallons of water, 50% of the people would die. I don't think you can kill yourself with 2.25 gallons of water. Could someone test it out? No, please don't. That's for rats, by the way, which sometimes translates to humans, but not 100%.
I was going to say how many pints per gallon, but how many nor proper pints per gallon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
know?
over what exactly, Monkey Man? Over what time frame? That is the question. Because you should drink 2 gallons of water a day, or a gallon of water a day. Is that what they say?
8
I
cups.
can't count in gallons.
8 cups, right? 8 cups is almost a gallon. If you don't pee, okay. I guess that. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, I forget why we got on this topic, but it is another thing. You were talking, I think, minimum effective dose. Oh, we were talking about microdosing antidepressants. Yeah. Okay. Half
Yeah,
gallon
which doesn't
is-
work without.
which doesn't work without what?
It doesn't work with things like antidepressants because you have to take an amount.
There's a minimum. There's a minimum
particular
viable
amount.
you have to take. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right,
But it's
we'll
like
figure
if someone, generally speaking, they'll give you a tablet and say this is 50 milligrams. Well, actually, that's very high, but whatever,
Yeah.
we'll call it 50 for the sake of argument. This is the amount that you have to take 3 times a day, or it won't work. You know what I mean? It's,
Right.
they tell
right,
you
right.
this on the packets, so you can't microdose that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, people are always trying to play doctor, I guess. I don't know. Or they're using ChatGPT as their doctor. Don't do that, please. Anyways, Monkey Man says, I've drank at least 2 gallons of water in a day before. Yes. What about macro dosing? Don't. Macro dosing.
It's full of pills.
I will get happy one way or another. Okay. But yeah, Monkey Man, dude, yeah, if you have a physics question, we would love to go over it on the stream because I don't think we have that many questions for today, which is okay.
We have one
Well,
more
what was
we're
it? What was the next one, Seth? Which one was it?
I will grab it out of. I will read it. I will grab it for you so you can find it again.
Yeah,
Because
can you just grab it and like repost it in that thread?
I'm gonna need to. It's far back.
I could help out Swaw. Swaw has some interesting ones.
Go back a little bit for it. There it is.
Yeah, let me just like
How far
post some
back it is,
Swaws.
anyways.
Try-
Found it.
what-
I'm gonna save that image again. I'm gonna check mark that old post that moved. Okay, here
Look
you
up
go.
examination.ie. Okay, we'll check that out.
Here's what
All right,
we're
let's see.
doing.
Here we can do Shantrixes real quick. Probably not.
Here's the one-
Shantrixes are always like confusing.
This one's a more of a gross one.
Gross. Okay.
Extra gross of the systems. So a tubeless
Hypo-
Edgelink 8 is
Uh-huh.
balanced on one of its vertices on
Uh-huh.
a horizontal table such that the diagonal from this vertex through the interior of the tube to the farthest vertex is vertical.
Oh, okay.
When the sun is directly above the top vertex, the shadow of the cube on the
What?
table is a regular hexagon. The area of this shadow can be written in the form a square to b, where a and b are positive integers, and b is not divisible by any perfect square larger than 1. What is the value of a plus b?
Wow, that's a lot. Wait, who?
That's a gross. That's
Oh, I saw
we're
that message.
probably-
Sensation. I saw that one. That's Rubug, Ariana. That's Ari. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Rubug. Yeah, she's cool. But appreciate
I just
it.
thought it got buried.
Yeah, no, I
Go
see. I see things in the chat. So okay, this is a cube, which is balanced on one of its vertices. So that's not like the edge. That's balanced on
A vertex.
like the
yeah.
point, right? Okay.
Yes. Just that the diagonal through it is vertical, and the shadow rated by it is a regular hexagon.
Let's say cube balanced on point. I don't like this question, is what Jeff says. Jeff, you don't like this
More in a
question,
minute.
Jeff? Why don't you like this?
Sure.
This is kind of what it looks like. Is what I'm assuming,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Picture-wise, yes.
Oh man, dude, this is
math
wacky, bro.
is-
Oh, dude, this is actually really cool. They have these cubes that balance themselves because they have gyros,
Yeah.
these gyro motors
I will
at
tell you.
random faces.
I will tell
that's-
you, and I'm about to do the same thing. You will need a reference sheet.
Yeah.
This is a trigonometric one.
Like the most questions aren't terrible. Your final scores out of the best of your 6 subjects you have been studying. Okay. Oh yeah, sick. Okay, Monkey Man, if you got a good question from one of your papers, yeah, please submit it. We'll go through it, dude. I would love to. It had a 9% pass rate for math. No. Oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I need it if we can.
I found something on Stack Exchange at least, right? Yeah.
You
This
may
looks-
need an area for hexagon.
I see this,
I don't
right?
know
So
if
this
you'll
this is
need
pretty
that
cool. So I guess we're like, yeah. Or Monkey Man, you can also submit it just using the website. Just use that website. I mean, it's okay. I prefer to like not have to traipse through things. But okay, there you go. There's this. So you're saying like the sun, and it's
that the
vertical.
vertical
It's
line
vertical.
will
It's
be able to-
vertical, right?
On
Yeah, so
horizontal
it-
table, cuts that the
Yeah.
diagonal from this vertex through the interior cube is a this part of this vertex is a
Oh.
vertical.
Okay.
in the center,
Yeah,
directly
we see
above-
this forms a hexagon, right, Seth? Look at this. Forms a
Where it's a
hexagon.
hexagon.
Yeah. Okay.
A
Cool.
regular hexagon, where the area of the shadow is a square root of b.
Mm-hmm.
It's edge length 8, so it's an 8 by 8 by 8 cube. Our goal is to find that area of that is to find the volume A and B and add them and add the two values.
Oh, that's kind of a mess. All right. Well, I guess there are a couple ways to solve for the area, right? There's this.
But I will tell you this. I will now tell you this annoying thing. The length of the sides is not given.
That's okay.
Of the sides of the shadow is not given.
No. Yeah, we still have to
Nor are
derive
they,
that.
or are
That's
they nice
okay.
to find?
Well, that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Nor are they nice to find.
I want like all the dimensions. I want like a nice diagram that has. Ooh, yeah, this is what I want.
It's when you get dross.
I like this. I'm gonna take this one. I guess it's a good image. Okay, so this is like the area of a hexagon, right?
In its most simplest, yeah.
Yeesh. It's a regular hexagon. That means all the sides are the same. That's cool. Okay, so we need to know about the cross section of this, I guess, right? And then we say that the cube has a length of 8, right?
You'll see trigonometric stuff start to come in. So you may need a trigonometric
Oh, it has
formula
to.
for this. You may need a trigonometric formula sheet for this too.
Yeah, I can figure out sines and cosines. I'm just trying to figure out what
So
the.
you need diagonal. So,
I just want to know like what the dimensions of this thing are.
well, the diagonal is a gross thing.
Because it's like
Double
diagonal
pi-
in a bunch of different angles is the issue,
Yeah, it's
right?
double pi-
I'm trying to
double
like
pi
just
pattern.
visualize this because it's double diagonal, right? It's
through the
diagonal on the
interior-
x and y axis.
Cube itself. So not through a side, it's through the entire cube.
We know the longest diagonal by the double Pythag. What's the double Pythagorean theorem? What's that?
Which means you take the Pythagorean theorem once and then you do it again.
Oh, okay.
Because because it's an interior diagonal, not a. Don't trust the side. It's only trust the entire through the entire.
Wait, we
cube.
said the sides were 8.
It's a lot grosser than it looks.
Oh wow, okay. Okay, so you're saying like from the flat cross section, I know this is 8, and so this must be equal to the square root of 128, I guess, right?
Square root of 128, which is simplified to 128 is a 2 by 2 is a.
2 to the 3rd. Wait.
What's 128? What's
2
128?
to the 7th is 128. Is that right?
Yep. So it's what 8 square root of 2.
Yes. Because this is the same thing as 2 to the 6 times
yeah,
2.
It'd be right in a nice
Cool. 8
way.
square root of 2. I agree with you. Oh, I should know that. 1 square root of 2. I'm dumb. Okay. Yes. Can't believe I had to do that twice.
You went around through that way. So.
All right. So this is 8. This is 8 square root of 2. But then you're saying that within that diagonal, right? Within this diagonal, we also have this diagonal, right? Is that what you're saying? Like when we go up?
Well, here, this is a weird one. Just that line, that 8 square root of 2. If we looked at our cube image, right, we have. That
Oh no.
only accounts for the
No,
side,
Seth.
not for the-
We're trying to figure out the distance from one of these vertices to the one opposite, which is up here, right?
Wasn't there yet, but
I think so,
Getting there.
right? Is that what we're doing?
that
Yeah.
square root of 2 is where I'm at right now. The 8 square root of 2 is this the bottom. This
Yes.
is one of the sides across.
This is 8, right? And now we can find the diagonal. So now we have 8 squared plus 8 square root of 2 squared is equal to, I'm going to call this thing just c squared, which is like this distance. This distance must be c, right? Let's just call this
which
c.
is 64 plus 128. If that helps, yeah.
Oh, so it's
Square
just
root of
192?
64 plus 128.
Also, it's the
That
difference between 000 and 888. Yeah. Yeah. We actually didn't have to do we didn't have to do the double Pythagorean theorem because we could have just done the distance formula basically, right? for a three-dimensional point.
4 is 188 and 4. Or 192.
128.
Square root of 192.
Square root of 192. And we should see this, right? Do we see how this is the square root of 8 squared plus 8 squared plus 8 squared? Which that's the same distance from 0, 0 to 8, 8, 8. You mentioned earlier that you have a physics degree. That reminds me, physics is getting really popular in my country recently. The demand for physics and engineering at the top colleges is crazy. Yeah, physics is, especially if we're talking about like fusion energy and stuff, physics is a really cool frontier language that is being spoken. Yeah, physics is dope. And also,
Yeah.
I believe a lot of physics teaches you how to just solve problems, which is applicable for anything else. Okay, square root of 192 is 8 squared root of 3, Jeff says. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I trust
There's
that.
a lot of 2's in that. We have to do
A lot of 2's in that.
8 square root of 3 is the length of trough, however, from top to bottom, but that is still not too much helpful on this.
Physics is definitely a cool area of applied mathematics. Wow, Endar's like throwing some shade. You're right. Physics is applied math. You are right. That is the hierarchy.
That's
Okay, but
the
all right, Seth. So we have the height here, dog. But like, how do I get this now? What?
That's not my problem. That's where
Oh,
that
okay.
doesn't
That's my
become
problem
mine.
now.
Because I said I didn't know where I was going for this problem.
Okay. Well, let's think.
I'm
I-
fi- I,
I-
we knew what we know, and then I'm working on stuff.
Well, let's think.
We don't know this. Oh,
We
wait,
need
duh.
like we need like this distance, right?
There's a duh. There's a duh. This is a right triangle. I know that. Because that
Yeah, I know
line
this
is
is a right
vertical.
triangle.
we know that's a right triangle.
Correct. But how
We
do I
know it's a
figure out?
right overhead-
Oh, so I need like this, but oh man.
It's a right overhead sun as well as the other part of the reminder.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I can figure out something, Seth, here. I think I can figure out this distance. Because I know
Okay.
that's from the diagonal here coming out to the corner part here, right? And then like keep going down. Do you kind of see
Well,
maybe see
don't
what I'm
know that,
saying
though.
here?
we don't know that though. Nor do
Well,
we
this
know-
edge, Seth, right? This edge right here. This edge here has to correspond to a point here.
Well, it does. At least we don't know what point it corresponds to.
Well, I don't care. Because I know it's from the center. Once I have the center, then I have what's called like the apothem or something, whatever this is. Which we can then figure out stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we don't know the apothem either.
We assume the light is at the top of the cube. We do.
Yes,
Um,
that is in the problem stated. That's not an assumption. That's stated.
Especially corporate. I don't know about corporate, dude. I don't know. Corporate is corporate.
Yes, but remember this is change rates as well, so this is be unattainable to change rates. So
All right, so wait one sec. Sorry, I got like I was thinking about corporate for a second. So, okay. I believe we have this. Can't we like say like for instance the cross section of this whatever this thingy kind of looks like this if it's bouncing on the ground, right? And we know that this distance is 8. We know that this distance is 8 square root of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume this cuts through the halfway point, right? It must.
You don't assume things unless you know them.
I'm like looking for a cube on my desk
You make
now.
a statement that says it is, then we can't take that.
I think it does. I'm thinking about like a cube. Like just think about a cube, right? So if we have a cube here, and we like, well, that's not a cube.
What's the problem? Someone
If this is a
wants to
cube, if this is a cube, right, and then we rotate the cube this way, this is gonna cut halfway through that, right? Cause they're diagonals, and these are 90
Oh, but-
degrees.
know. It's very
Okay.
cheap. Yeah.
So we know, Seth.
Also, what's the problem? Someone
We
wants
know
you to-
this. Okay, watch out. We know this.
Someone wants you to
is-
reread the problem. But
What's the problem? Oh, the problem's like way up here. Like, yeah. Okay, this is where you should join the Discord. If you want to see this question, join the Discord. I don't want to keep going through what the problem is. This is 4 square root of 3. This is 8. I know this is 4 square root of 3. First of all, does that make sense? 16 times 3? It does. That doesn't, right? Because that doesn't equal 48. Uh-oh.
well, we're fine. We're fine. Remember, this is a cube, so that it's not a square right triangle.
Oh wait.
Cupid right triangle. So we have to deal with two
Wait.
that are 18s.
48 plus 48 is 96 though, man. That doesn't equal 8 squared.
I know. That's not what we care about. 8 squared of 3 is not fine if we did that roll. We'd have to redo the entire work if we said that wrong. Because 8 squared of 3 is also wrong.
Ooh, I like Raven's question.
Unless we understand double Pythagoras has happened.
Okay, actually, I don't think this is 8. I don't think this is 8. Wait.
It is 8. We know it's 8. Problem said that every two
No,
places is
but I want the distance to this thing.
8. Okay.
This edge to this edge. Oh, should be 8. Yeah, that has to be 8.
The corner to a corner, it should be 8.
Yeah, corner to a corner should be 8. That's okay. And Seth. The corner to this corner, we know is 8 root 2, right?
Yes. Yep.
I think I'm starting to see this.
And
Okay, wait
assume
one
it's
sec.
the other direction is 8 root.
Yeah, okay, so
And
yeah,
assume-
wait, fuck this stuff. We don't need this. Okay, watch. I'll leave the 8 root 3. That's okay. This is now 8 root 2, okay? And then this is not assumed to be 90 degrees,
Correct.
correct? Okay.
Correct.
So
And
now...
if it was, we can prove that. We can solve this, and we know.
Yeah,
it's
because it
not.
doesn't work. It doesn't work for
If we wanted to
Pythagoras.
prove it, we could. This is
Okay.
an example, but
Okay. And wait, the light is coming from here, right? So... Oh, man.
actually, I'm getting some problems here because we are.
Well, I want to know the shadow this casts.
8 squared plus 8 squared. Of
Wait,
2
and the
squared.
shadow it casts is this way, right?
It is 8 squared and 3 squared.
I want to know what this is. That's what I want to know.
What I'm trying to say here, 8 squared plus 8 squared of 2 squared plus is the same as 8 squared of 3 squared, I think. Unless I messed up. That's 64 plus 128.
Where should I move? Raven?
Just
What do you mean? Where should I move?
192, which 192 is 8 squared of 3.
Yeah.
So it is. That's a right triangle.
This is a right triangle?
I just proved in my head. If
Okay.
You write it out. Do it in.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because it's 3 times 8 squared plus 8 squared times 2 plus 8 squared. Yeah, you're right. It is a right triangle. Okay.
So now we can't. Now our rest.
Well, now I just need this, right? I just needed this. I know this is 90 degrees. I want to know this amount, which... Okay, if I can get this angle, right?
Well, I know that angle. Don't we? No, we
We don't. We don't.
It's
I
not
gotta do
45.
some of my art
It's not
cosines.
45, 90, is
It's
it?
not 45. Yeah, it's not 45.
Not annoying.
Okay.
But-
Then to get
no,
this, right? This is the hypotenuse, right? And we know this is 8 root 3. We can get, well, can I assume this is 4 root 3?
Again,
I can't, Seth?
Let's have a proof. Unless you have something that says so,
I really want to say it is.
then you have to make it. You have to make it so by saying other things.
Oh, it's so weird, the 3D-ness of this.
No, it's
I'm so
annoying.
close.
I said this is the annoying one.
So close. So close.
Can't assume it unless we have a proof. Unless we have a statement that says it is.
Yeah.
I said it was. I said that was the right triangle because I.
No, I agree this is a right triangle, but I want
Yeah.
like the projection of this.
The rejection is the hard part.
Bro, this should be easy. Why can I not get this?
Is there a physics relationship in this somehow?
I mean,
Just the funniness is like
okay,
in the shadows too.
we could assume that this makes a 90-degree angle,
Wait, someone
right?
said wait. They may have someone.
Yeah, what's up, Monkey Man? We can assume this makes a right triangle, and let's
Why can we assume that?
assume this is A, this is B,
Why
and then
can't
this
you
is
assume
C,
right triangle?
because this is a horizontal line. It's a horizontal line which must cut 90 degrees to the vertical line. So I know that A squared plus C
Draw it
squared
on the plane.
is equal to
That is
128. Draw it out in plain view. Well, no, that's a little bit difficult. What do you mean in plain view? Like this is how it's being drawn
In
out.
plan view, in a plan view, not plain view. In a plan view is what he said. I don't know
I
what
think
he
it's saying
means.
I think it's saying plain. I'm trying to find like this by making this. I know is yeah.
Looking down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, looking down is the hexagon. This is the problem though. We have to look down and from the side. This we agreed was 8 root 2, right? This is 8 root 2.
Yeah.
This right here is 8 root 3.
What is 8 root 3? Are you
This
saying?
C. C is 8 root 3.
Okay, yeah.
And then I know that this little section here is 8, and I want to know what this projection is down here. I think we're good once I can get that.
Home area.
Area of a hexagon is this. 3 over square root of 3. 3 squared of 3 over 2, a squared. I'm just trying to find this. I feel like...
6 halves times a times h.
Yeah.
Depending on what we're working for.
What's up, Muhammad? Good to see you, dude. He's back, dude. The favorite soccer player. Let me just see if this works. A squared plus c squared is 128, right? And then we know that b squared plus c squared is 8 squared, right?
Yes.
This is solvable.
It's
64. And then, watch this, Seth. A plus b is equal to 8 root 3. Right?
And that is true.
Now this is solvable.
Yeah, let's read.
This is solvable now, right?
No, actually, I see something. I see one move I want to make right now. Can we make one move?
What do you want to do? You want to
C
square this?
squared
You want to square this?
C squared is 64 minus b squared, so a squared plus. No. So yeah, that was I was making it.
I think you want to
become
square this. If you square this, Seth, you get a squared plus 2ab
Yeah,
plus
then you
b
get part of it.
squared is equal to 192,
128.
right? Is it 192?
No, 192. Yep, you were
Right?
Yep.
3 times 64? Okay.
I see something. I do see something. I know what. A squared
we
is
can
B squared.
combine these. We can combine these, right?
Yep.
I
see-
can subtract
get
those
it,
from
right?
each other. A squared minus b squared is equal to 64.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah.
What I said, didn't you?
And then,
I know what a minus b is.
you know what a minus b is? How?
You know why? A squared minus b squared is a what?
Yeah, so that's a plus b, a minus b
What's a plus b?
is equal to 64.
What's a
Oh,
plus b?
a plus c is 8 root 3.
That's how I
Oh,
know.
wow.
That's how I know it must be.
Oh, this is cool.
That's how I knew it must be. I saw that one.
Okay. So, here we go. So, a minus b is equal
That's not so
to
helpful,
8 divided by root 3, right? And a plus b is equal to 8 root 3.
Well, duh, yeah.
Duh.
They have to multiply. So they're
Okay,
gonna happen.
so then we add these two together, right? And so we say that 2a is equal to 24 root 3 over 3 plus 8 root 3.
Oh, now you lost me somewhere.
Oh, so I just took
Yeah.
this and I
I
just
know
squared it.
what you did. I just have to.
Oh, you know what I did?
just
Oh,
have to-
you're okay.
I'm just doing 3 down.
Well, no, actually, I screwed that up. Sorry, my bad.
You did. That's what
I screwed that up. It's 8 root 3 over 3. It's 8 root 3 over 3 plus 8 root 3, which is then going to be 24 root 3 over 3. Okay.
8. So 32 root 3 over 3.
And then divide by 2, so a is equal to 16 root 3 over 3. Yeah?
Yeah, but we want.
Which, what did we solve
want-
for? I didn't fucking want a.
Nope.
Let's see.
You did not.
Let's see. Okay, but a squared plus c squared is 128. A squared
What,
plus
what
c
is it we're
squared.
looking for though?
I want c.
Right?
I want
We
C
know
because
C,
C
Oh, we wanna
is
prove-
is
we wanna
is
prove.
the shadow.
We're trying to prove thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know A. we know
So
C.
this
We know
is
C.
256
Yep.
times
Times
3 over
Divided by
9.
3. I love that it happens. Yep.
Yeah.
Divided by 3 factored happens.
Okay, so this is just divided by 3.
Yep. that
And then
happens.
plus c squared is equal to 128, but
Now here's a sag. 256 divided by 3. 256 is not a factor of 3.
it's not.
So this is a little line.
Well, I gotta multiply this by 3 then. So what's that? Is that 384?
You want to do something? You want to think? No. I can't. I have to think about it first.
Oh, no, I got you. C
Yeah,
squared
384. Yeah.
is then equal to
384,
128 over 3, right? So c is equal to the square root of 128 over 3, which you guys
No.
said the square root of 128 was what? Is that
3C
8?
squared? Yeah, okay.
Wasn't this like 8 root 2?
What is C is? Nope. Don't agree
Oh,
with that.
sorry. There's
Really
there's
don't
a.
agree with that.
Oh, I'm really messing this up. Sorry. It's the square root of this whole thing though. Yeah.
I didn't agree with any of that. That's easy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh my god.
Just
This is,
for a root, didn't agree.
so wait, sorry. Is that 8 root 2 over square root of 3?
Well, yeah. Now do one more move. 8/3 square root of 6.
8
8/3
square root of 6 over 3.
8/3 square root of 6. Yep, that's the C value. Is that what we wanted to happen?
Yeah, I wanted C. I don't know if it worked out with this splitting,
I will
but whatever.
say this,
What's
is-
up, Obi? Oh, Don's rating. What's up, Don? What's up, Don? We're doing this crazy question right here, dude. Yeah, big shout out to Don,
Let's
dude.
verify an assumption now. We said that line defined your line defined as C cuts A and B, cuts that line of A and B evenly. You said.
I thought it cut it in half, but I don't think it
It did
does.
actually cut it evenly.
Does it cut it evenly?
Does A equal B?
Well, so it doesn't because A was equal to 16 root 3 over 3, right? So 16 root 3 over 3 plus B is equal to 8. So that's, what's that? That's 24 root 3 over 3?
Well, we said that 8 root of 3. We said A plus B is 8 root 3. And 8
Correct. And we said A was 16 root 3 over 3.
So how is it 24 root 3 over 3?
No. Well, I'm rewriting this as in terms of thirds.
Oh, yeah.
So that means that
So B
B is equal to 8 root 3 over 3. So it's actually not correct. B here is half of what this is. That's actually pretty cool.
That's
I didn't know that.
information. That's
Yeah.
information we want. Kind of.
Oh, maybe.
It is kind of information we want too, isn't it?
You did this one
I know.
last week? Obi, did you do this question last week? Excuse me, did you?
No, you didn't do it. You didn't get through it though. Is the important part. Simple. You had to stop.
Obi had to stop? Obi, why'd you have to stop?
You had to stop. Because it was bedtime. It was 2 a.m. It was 3 a.m. for
okay.
almost.
Well, it's about to get
so we
bedtime
had
for
to
me.
stop, and so I had to.
About to get, I'm
keep
hungry
going,
time.
so we had to redo
Okay,
it.
C is
he
equal
did
to
get it
8 root
correct.
6 over 3. Okay, cool.
Right.
All right, look. All right, so we've gotten something. We got this. We got that. This is 8 root 6 over 3.
And if you want the
Congrats.
interesting story that he had, his answer, he had the area, but there's a problem with it. You want?
What? What's his
It wasn't an A root B form. So you had to do the entire. You would have to do the entire problem with the end in threat form.
Well, okay, so I have
Threat form to
this.
solve.
I have this, which I feel like for a regular hexagon should be sufficient to figure out the area.
But we need to know H. Yet. Oh, I know
Well,
something. I know it's something.
But you can know this, Seth. We know
already
this,
know.
right?
I know
Because
what
this
it
is 8 root. This is this, right? So I can figure this out.
I know what that is. I know what H is. You know why?
Why?
What's a regular hexagon made of?
Triangles.
It's equilateral triangles.
Exactly.
There's the proof.
This is equilateral.
So-
Wait, so does that mean this equals this?
Yes, it does.
Aha. Aha. Okay,
And
so
it's evenly cut it in half.
A must be 8 root 6 over 3. Okay, cool.
And
so
H
now when we
must evenly cut that number. Must.
But we don't even need H though, right, Seth? Because we just
A
need
triangle.
this. We just need this for the area.
Well, we
I just
don't-
needed
we
A.
don't- We don't. We do
We
know
just need
A.
the side length. And we do know the side length, because the side length is the same as this length, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So this is 3
we
root
could do it both
3
ways to
over
make sure we're
2.
not having
Well, no,
mistakes.
I just want to do it the right way. Because this
Well, we
question
do.
is painful.
Well, if we knew both ways.
Okay, and so then this is times A squared, which is going to be 64 times 6 over 9.
I disagree. Ready? You know
Why?
It
What's
says
wrong?
A squared times 3 root 3 over 2. But
Yeah, that's
8
what I
root
did.
6 over 3.
Isn't that 64 times 6 over 9?
What you're doing is you're multiplying. But
Yeah.
You're cubing it right now. With
No.
you need to delete the A equals stuff because you have it in a one
Oh,
line.
sorry. Oh, this is, sorry, big A. Big A. My bad. Whatever. Big A.
Well, that's a cubit now. 8 root 6 over 3 is A, so that's
Oh, okay.
A
Well, sorry.
cubed.
Sorry. A equals this. Thus,
Thank
big
you.
A equals that.
The
Okay.
the way you wrote it is the
Yeah,
way.
the way I wrote it's wrong. Yeah,
There
you're
we
right,
go.
you're right. You're right. Okay.
the way
All
you
right.
got me.
So
Cancel stuff.
we
Threes and
will
nines.
cancel some stuff.
Twos and there's
3s
54s.
and a 3, 6 is a
64s
3.
and a that.
That's
Oh,
okay.
So it's 64 times 3 squared
So
of
it's
3.
no, it's 192. Oh, the 3s and the 3s cancel. You're right, Seth. Oh, so it's just 64 root 3?
67 is the answer then.
No, 64 root 3.
67 is the answer then.
Oh, the answer. Oh, okay. The value of a
the
plus
value
b
of
is equal to 67. Okay,
Now we're not
because
done yet. Let's prove that. Let's do the other form just to make sure, because it's.
well, I want to know if
wanna-
this is correct. Shantrix, is this correct?
Let's do the
dude?
other one, and then we'll know if the area is okay. If we didn't do any silly errors with the area.
Okay. What are you talking about? You want me to do this?
If we do the a equals 6 halves times a times h.
Oh, but that's just going to come from already what we already know.
Correct, but we were making sure we didn't make an error in our area. It's a double check.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could, I guess.
We're-
But what, you're going to
more
solve
of
for
a-
h then? You're going to solve for h by
Well,
using
yeah.
an equilateral
The
triangle?
annoying part is that little annoying
The
solve.
side lengths of all the of the hexagon are all 4 square root of 2. Wait, 4
Ooh.
square root of 2 is just 8. Wait. We didn't get 4 square root of 2. We got
We did it.
8 square root of 6 over 3.
Let's do the other side. And let's
Night,
make
Monkey
sure
Man. Okay.
And I'll start
Well, if
looking.
this answer is wrong, then I don't care what happens here. We're gonna get that wrong as well. Let's see if we can find this question.
Let me see if I can start typing this in and see if it will.
All right. Yeah. You go try.
It'll be a
Yeah.
second. Can I see the problem? Can I have it on
Yeah. Do you see it?
so I don't keep?
you go.
I have to type a lot enough to do it to resolve it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do enough to type. Or you can copy it if it's a text. If you make it if it's
Yeah.
text.
I'm gonna just ask ChatGPT to give me the text for this one.
Oh, that's right.
What is it? I want the text of this.
That. See if that's enough.
Man, I thought we were getting good. I thought we were getting close to a good answer here.
I will tell you the distance from the balanced vertex to the center of the cube. Yeah, so we at least did the distance part. The c equals right. That's at least right. This is to
Oh.
got that.
He already got it.
At least that part
Here.
right.
Here, there's an answer. Here's a Waterloo answer. Thank you. It's the Kaylee. Grade 10. Who the hell is doing this in grade 10? Excuse me?
It's or it is the advanced version.
All right, let's see.
We still need more. I always have more. We have more. Oh, and there's someone. Oh, yeah. Really? Not a fan. What does that posted? Not the biggest
Hey,
fan of
answer
it.
67. Bro, that's what we got.
Now, did we do anything wrong in it? What's what they did and made sure?
Yeah, we got
they-
67, dude.
Read their
HP
stuff,
67.
just
Didn't we
make
get
sure-
67, dude? Yeah, we got
I know.
67.
Read their stuff. Read their stuff.
Oh, I'm celebrating. What's up, Reggie? Sorry, what were you saying, Seth?
Read the stuff. Just to make sure we didn't miss any does statements. That we did use the data filter.
You want me to read the
Read
solution
the
or what?
Answer stuff.
Oh, okay. This?
Make sure we didn't have any, there wasn't any dull statements we did then said, oh well. It made it easier on us. It's just proving that it's as easy as we did it.
I see 8 root 2 in there somewhere. And then I think this was 8 root 3. Yeah, here's 8 root 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fembots. Oh no.
Oh no, I have 67 was right. Nice.
You did
We
it
didn't really do it the
correctly.
way they did it, but whatever. Like, it was pretty close.
So let's do some limits.
What? Sorry, what? Why
Let's
were
do
you
some
using
limits
limits?
now.
Oh, you
What's
want to do
next?
Ravens? Yeah, Ravens. Raven, we will do your question.
That's who's next.
Anyways, this was a cool question, Shantrix. I like this one.
My man.
I'm glad we punched through it. It was an interesting visualization to get right.
Well,
But one
only to I need to read this one for you if you want me to. If you have a.
I found the
page open.
numerical solution but lost patience and only approximated to the corner to chord value. Yeah. So I think what we did here was we just found the distance from a vertex to a vertex, which was 8 root 3. And then once we had that, we knew the distance from here to an edge to the point was 8 root 2 because that's the two-dimensional distance. And then we know this distance to the edge is 8. And then so we used all of that to try to make like kind of a looking down projection. And we know that the shadow would end up being this value C. And then I just started assigning variables.
And one thing that could make this harder is if this wasn't a cube.
Yeah, well, thank God this is a cube. Because then I
I'm
don't
gonna
think it
read
would have
this.
made. I don't think it would have made a regular hexagon.
Correct.
If it was
But
in
I'm
a
just
cube.
saying it's like if it was
Yeah,
if it was
okay.
not regular or anything like that.
Wow. That's
Let
a
me
cool
even
question.
I'll read this one for you. You just write it.
Okay, you want me to just write it? Fine.
Limit.
What is it?
Okay, find the limit
Find the limit.
as x approaches pi
Yes.
of the following. So I'm going to give you a list. Sine of x over the expression defined as, this is an expression, 1 minus
Mm-hmm.
the expression defined as x squared over pi squared.
Okay.
Solve, here's the rules, solve only using trig identities and special limits.
Only use trig. We got
Only
rules.
trig identities and special limits.
So maybe we should look at what special limits were allowed. I'm gonna assume it's something with
We'll not know
the
that.
line
We'll not know
of. Yeah.
Is the person here, by the way? Is it in the question we need to make sure of?
Endar says, yeah, this is a good one. I remember this one.
Is the person
Limit
here?
as. Yeah, they're here. Yeah, Raven's in the chat.
Who
The
was
limit as
that?
x approaches 0 of
Oh,
sine
yeah.
of x over x is equal to 1. Which I kind of already
Okay.
see this ish. I don't know.
It's limit as x approaches pi.
So u equals pi minus x. Well,
Well, we only allowed the following, so
well,
Trig
I wonder if like u substitution is allowed.
you're allowed what you're given. Trig identities
You
and-
can use the
and
difference as
squares,
squares.
which is the spoiler, which is the hey, use this method. Oh, I see it. I do also see it.
All right, well let's try to see it. Here we go. Okay. So difference is squares, right? We're just gonna write this.
1 squared minus x over pi squared. That's what it is.
Right. So that's 1
it's
plus x over
Yeah.
pi.
X over pi. Yeah, that was easy enough to see it.
1 minus x over
Yeah,
pi.
1. Yeah, there's the difference of squares.
And do they want me to do partial fractions for this?
Maybe, maybe not. Using only what's given and normal methods. So we're doing a lot of rules here, what we can do.
Hmm.
We have multiply number and den, but what, Jeff?
Yeah, he's saying multiply everything by pi.
What's den?
Denominator.
Oh, no, it's
So
number
if I
and number. Okay.
multiply this by pi over pi.
DM.
Wait, but that's only gonna hit one of them though. I don't know if that's what I want. Right? Pi doesn't come in and hit everything. It's only gonna hit one of the multiples. Pi squared. Yes, yes, Jeff. Yes, I agree with that.
And numbers
Yeah, if
is
you
the
multiply
limit
pi
as well.
pi
You get rid of the
squared,
limit.
then one of the
You do have to
pi's.
say this as you go, where it's not. You're
I asked
limit
like
at.
that. I meant don't use L'Hopital's. Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
And also,
So-
you also state that's a limit still.
Yeah.
Because you had to, my teachers always out on us on that. Until you evaluate the limit, you stay as the limit.
Yeah, I got you. So this is
You keep
pi
right.
plus x, pi minus x.
And it does that because of the, okay, because of the multiplication.
Yeah,
And then why
This splits
pi
into pi times pi.
So-
That one goes in here, that one goes in here or something.
squared? Okay.
Also sine
Yeah,
of pi
also
minus x
sine
equals
of
negative
pi
sine of
minus
x. Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
important. And that's an obvious, that's kind of
Okay.
you're in too.
Sine of pi minus x is equal
is negative sine of x.
negative sine of x.
Which is obvious by unit circle. So, oh, Finbots has it then.
Okay, so I think this is what's happening. So
Mhm.
the reason, what breaks here, right, is the limit
Limit,
as
by the way.
x approaches pi, is
Oh,
this
we
one.
have a disagreement.
This-
And we
this
have
is
a
the troublesome
disagreement with
Yeah.
that. Sine of pi minus x is not sine of x. It's not
Okay.
negative sine of x. I have a trig identity. I have a trig sheet if you need it. Trig references.
Where is it? I mean, I have this one too. University of Adelaide. We're going to Australia.
That's the one. That's the reference sheet I have. Do you need a reference sheet?
I got it right here.
I don't
Oh,
know. I
this
have
is-
though.
There we go. Let's just take this.
Okay, so sine of pi minus x is sine of x.
Yeah. Sine of pi minus x is just sine of x. Good. Okay. Okay.
You can delete that rule then. You can just use your copied rules.
Yeah, that's true. I can get rid of this too. So this is the limit as
Copy and
x
zoom.
approaches pi of this. So, I mean, if I were to just plug in
Oh, it's
pi
that
for
we forgot-
x,
Forgot about one.
This is
thing.
okay.
Oh, I see a funny annoyance. The bottom isn't a 0. Yup.
Well, this is a 0. So here's what we're gonna say.
Problem, which is annoyance.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, let
There's hope gonna-
pi minus x equal u. Okay.
Are we allowed that? Are we allowed that, Raven?
I think so.
Using our rules that were told earlier. Are we allowed?
Yeah,
that?
I think you're allowed to use u sub. He just said like no, whatever,
Oh, okay.
no L'Hopital's.
Okay.
So x equals pi minus u. So that means that as x approaches pi, pi minus u approaches pi, which means that u approaches 0.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
You know.
It's just another way to rewrite limits. So I say I'm going to call this u. So then x is equal to pi minus u.
Tree.
And then if x approaches pi, now x is pi minus u. Pi minus u approaches pi. So that tells me pi approaches u. Sorry, u approaches 0.
You still is. You're trying to.
Okay. Just let's say this.
I don't do it this way at all.
Oh, well, this is
Yep,
my
I
way to
never
keep
seen
it
you
straight.
say
Whenever you're changing limit units and stuff, or change of variables with integrals, I like to say stuff like this, and
I
then
know.
rewrite it for the other variable,
What?
and then literally copy this verbatim, and then just substitute it in,
Ew.
and then just move things around.
And then then.
So this is now
Okay. Yep.
pi squared sine of pi minus u over so now x is pi minus u, so this is pi plus pi minus u,
Okay. We can simplify that.
and then this is u.
Yeah, Jeff, we can simplify that.
Exactly.
Pi plus
Yeah,
pi is 2 pi.
this is limit as u approaches 0 of pi squared sine of pi minus u, same as sine of u.
Yeah.
And this is over 2 pi minus u over u. This stuff is inconsequential, right? Because if I plug in 0, 2 pi minus 0 is just 2 pi. So I can say this is pi squared over 2 pi. The limit
Yeah.
as u goes to 0 of sine of u over u. And this we know.
1.
That one's 1. Okay, so this
There's
equals
that.
1. Oh, so the answer is equal to pi over 2?
Now,
Is that the answer?
And then we change everything bad, but we don't have to change anything bad. Just
We don't have
no
to change anything, yeah.
variables left to change back.
Nice. Nice. Okay, cool. So we did it.
And then that is. And then what is that? And then what is that? As a statement. Limit as approaches pi equals pi over 2.
Oh, yeah, I just do this. I just say pi over 2.
As a statement at the end. As a statement.
That's the last thing I'm supposed to say.
That's more of a statement.
Closed form, as we say.
Whoops. That was that was not as bad as it looked.
Yeah,
Did that to you.
it was a good question, Raven. Good job, Raven.
That's it we have. That's all we have right now.
Nice.
Do you want to
Okay.
do some competition problems then? Nothing
No,
else?
I really don't.
You done messed up, AA Ron!
Didn't
I will.
expect
I will help out Swa. Swa has some questions.
Swa's not here at the moment. I don't
That's
think.
okay. I'll just do his questions anyways.
Okay, let's do the ones. Let's do the ones I'm a fan of. Then first, remind me that. Let's do the Avogadro number 1. That was interesting.
This one was cool,
Can
right?
we start with that one? If Avogadro number n. Can we start
You
with
know
that
what's
one?
interesting? I'm trying to like view what he has in his
Can we
screenshot
start with the
here.
March 13th one?
What's going on with his screenshot here? Is he taking a time
Start
test?
with the March 13th one.
March 13th?
Yeah, if Avogadro number n sub a is changed from
Oh.
etc. That's the first one of his, and it's in, that one isn't. That would be a good one. Refresh. Chemistry
Okay.
refresher too.
Yeah, we
so
can do
that
this
would
one.
be
It's fine. It's
interesting.
fine.
And
Let's do it.
then,
A little bit of chemistry.
the ones I kind of know what I'm doing. With.
If Avogadro's number Na is changed from 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd to times 10 to the 20th, this would change. So we're redefining how many particles make up a mole. Okay. The mass of 1 mole of carbon, that would definitely change.
I don't know if
Because
this shoes off
the
by
mass
or
of
not.
1 mole is, how many grams 6.02 times 10 to the 23 particles is equal to. But if a mole is now less, now the mass of 1 mole of carbon would be lower.
The ratio of two mental species to each other in a balanced equation.
That would not change. Yeah, because that's ratios. If you're just
Oh.
redefining what a mole is,
Ratios. The ratio of that's done. So that's a ratio.
yeah, ratios are unitless.
The definition
also
of mass
this.
in units of grams. That's not changing.
The definition of mass in units of grams.
That's not changing, is it? Because that's just.
No, I believe. Actually, I don't know what
This is
I
what
don't-
mass
I don't-
equals to.
I don't-
Always equals
What's
to.
the definition of mass? Definition of mass. What is the definition of mass? A coherent, largely body of matter with no definite shape. A mass of curly hair.
In terms of grams. You forgot
Yeah,
that part.
in grams.
1,000th of a kilogram.
Oh, well, that's kind of weird. Paris was mass was defined as a standard unit in Paris, but they changed it. Oh. Great, let's read a little bit on the history. A 2-kilogram cast iron weight used for balances. They use like Planck units now.
I don't believe
Yeah,
this has anything to
it's
do with moles,
like
but-
defined to the Higgs boson or something. The amount of stuff something has. Yeah. It was only recently actually I think that they redefined mass. Where was it? They did it recently. Wait, okay, one second. Yeah, it's now defined by the Planck constant. Yeah. The kilogram is now defined by fixing the value of the Planck constant, which is related to quantum mechanics, as 6.26 times 10 to the negative 34 joules per second. Wow. Yeah, okay. They only did it... Okay, it was in 2018, actually. They redefined the kilogram 5 years ago. Or 7 years ago, sorry. I keep thinking it's not as late as it is. Okay, where'd they go? This was it. Yeah. PhD physicist. What is mass? Yeah, here. It was on Vox, I guess. Here we go. The new kilogram just debuted.
So is what we said?
Yeah. What's actually kind of... Well, I was just kind of going into some stuff here. So the kilogram has now been defined in 2018 based... It used to be, right, a hunk of metal in Paris for more than a century. Yeah, exactly. But now it's defined... It's called Big K. Wow, that's cool. Yes, so it's now anchored to a constant nature which can never change, right? Which is Planck's constant. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, kind of like the speed of light's never changing. This is cool. I remember this. I remember this being like a cool thing.
So just A on that one.
Okay, yeah, so the answer on this one is just A. Yeah, this is just A.
The next four. The next four I know what I'm doing with.
Okay. Hold up tungsten fear. Is this a yeah, this is the meme, right? Is this a mass? Is this a math?
The next four of those problems I know what I'm doing
Okay,
with.
let's look at this. Okay. If alpha is the root of this equation,
What's
then
this
the
one?
value of alpha to the 2024 plus alpha to the 2025 plus alpha to the 2026 is equal to... Oh, okay.
Well, here's an easy way to do this.
Well, we could just write out the roots of this now.
I kind of saw this a tiny bit when I was doing my head. You know what I know?
What'd you do?
Alpha is imaginary.
Oh.
I believe it's imaginary. Go ahead and
It
solve
is.
that.
Yeah, so if
You
we
can
do
solve
x
that.
equals
Actually,
negative
we
b,
want the root. We need the root though.
b squared, so that's
to check the
1
root,
minus
but-
4 all over 2. This is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 3... negative square root of... square root of negative 3
I, even
over
imaginary
2.
I there. 1/2 plus or minus I. 1/2 I squared of 3. 1/2
Yes.
plus or minus 1/2 I squared of 3. Yeah.
Wait, 1 sec. Why is it I squared?
I squared.
I don't think it's I squared. I think it's just I squared of 3.
Listen again. 1 plus 1/2 plus or minus 1/2 I squared of 3.
Yes, I agree with that. Okay.
So what's the value of this drifts of this sign?
Yeah, this is weird. Okay, but then we're saying raise it to like all these powers.
Well, what do we know? We know the imaginary raised to any powers and to do some nice things.
Go polar. Yeah, I agree. So, okay, this is what he's talking about. It's plus or minus square root of 3 over 2i. This is cool. Because...
I knew what he was talking about.
Yeah. So here, we can write this in the... What is it?
Remember, I
The-
showed you this. I showed you square roots. I showed you absolute value equations.
Yeah, this is the imaginary and real plane, right? So if this is 1/2, and then this is, what is this? Square root of 3 over 2, I, plus or minus. Then this is a 30, 60, 90, right? 1/2 square root of 3 over 2, 1, 30, 60, 90. So that tells me this is 60 degrees. Yes. Okay, this is 60 degrees. Okay. Yeah, which is like e to the I times...
Yep.
What is that, pi over 3? And then
Radius
it's
1,
plus or
yeah.
minus. It's plus or minus, right? Radius 1. Okay, cool. Yeah. Right, yeah. It's r e to the I theta. And r here is equal to 1. And this is e to the pi over 3 times I. Okay, cool. So, yeah, what happens if I start raising that by powers? I think I just start multiplying the angle, right? So, if I had, whatever, a number to the third power, that would be the same thing as e to the I theta and then times 3.
We had modular. Fine, modular back.
Yeah, modular out 2 pi, yeah, okay. So, I want to know... Yeah, okay. One
Was
sec.
0, -1, -2, or 1. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's the answer
Mod
quizzes
out
now.
2 pies?
It's got to be one of those answers.
Yeah, no, I understand why this is going to work. I think because the imaginary parts are going to, like, cancel, and we're just going to get real
Oh.
parts left.
P127 says something interesting too.
Oh, you thought it was what, polynomial long division? With imaginaries?
See that? That's Jeff. That's the
maybe.
fun part.
Remember, e to the 2i pi is 1. Yeah, remember Zach's username.
He changed his name because he wanted to make it. He wanted to keep positive.
Okay. If I want to go 2 pi, that means I need to travel 6 of these, right? I need to go around 6 times. So I think I want to mod 6 these.
And mods.
Yeah, alpha to the 6 is 1. Thank you. Yeah.
That's helpful
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
just got alpha to 2024.
Yeah, I want to mod 6 these. Because that'll tell me,
What number?
because 6
Numbers.
6 times pi root 3 will get me 2 pi, which is a complete rotation.
It's
Okay.
2024. That's 3. Then do some numbers now.
A 6th root of unity. Okay, so what's 2024 divided by 6, dude? Am I allowed to use a calculator on this?
354. 354.
35 with 4 remainder is what you're saying?
354, which is 0.
Oh, it's 354. So that's equal to 0.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
24 divided by 6 is 354.
Okay, well now we know the rest of them, right? Because if
Yep,
this is
that's what I
mod
was-
0,
that was what
then
I was getting to. Yeah.
dividing by an
0, 1,
additional
2.
1, this is going to be like
Wait,
mod 1.
Jeff says wait. Answer C, and Jeff says wait. Oh, 2024 is not divisible by 3. He says.
One of you guys said it was, dude.
It's not. Oh, I just realized I'm in an error somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Which I did. You know why? 0 plus 1 plus 2 is 3, which is not an answer choice. That helps.
Okay. Sorry, what's 2024 divided? 2022 is. Okay, so this is 2 higher. This is 3 higher. This is
And
4
that's
higher. Okay.
Which means what then?
So this is an additional 2 pi over 3 away. Right? So we're going to go this way. So we're going to do pi over 3, 3 pi over 3, right? Okay. So this one is just going to be -1 because now we're in completely in the real axis, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is -1. So this is going 3 pi over 3. Right. This is equal to just pi over 3. Okay, and then we go an additional pi over 3. So that's going to get me here, which is going to be -I. And then also -1/2. And then we're going to do an additional -I. Oh, man. Well, this doesn't really work out then, does it? Because that's -1 plus -1/2. -1/2 minus I. Oh, wait, are we adding them? Yeah, we are adding them.
We are.
Yeah, plus
Cancellations about
-I. Yeah, but the I's aren't going to cancel.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I don't think they do.
And you've done
right?
something wrong somewhere. They
I've
should
done
have
something
canceled.
wrong.
On the numbers, they should cancel. Is there a 2 pi over 3? Someone... You can factor out. Oh, you can factor out some things.
No, I want to factor out.
We factor out the Alpha 2024 stuff. Hey, I have an
Okay.
idea. I would factor Alpha 2022.
I would do that
We
too.
know that's Dawn.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, Alpha 2022. And then this is Alpha 2 plus Alpha 3.
Femats. Okay.
Alpha
So why is it not-
2024 is in Q2. I thought Alpha 2024 was on the negative x-axis.
They say no.
Okay, but wait.
Why did you cancel?
Alpha is at pi over 3. Right?
2 pi over 3 pi and 4 pi over 3.
Oh, no. I think he's right. Okay, wait. Alpha 1.
3 pi.
Yeah, okay. Alpha to the 1 is at pi over 3. So alpha to the 2 is at 2 pi over 3. You're right, actually. I messed this up. Yeah, thank you. So this goes away. Because this is just... That's just... Whoa. That's not...
Is what?
That's going around one full rotation. 2022, is that what we said? So this is actually going to be... Isn't this going to be square root of... Isn't this going to be 1/2 plus square root of 3 over
Yes.
2i?
If it agree, it's 1. Maybe agree it's 1, right?
You say it's 1. It is 1?
If it wasn't, we would have an issue. We'd have a bit issue. There's a problem we not solve.
But no. Alpha to the 1 is pi over 3.
Correct, but what's alpha to the cube? I'm using that endurance.
Oh, alpha...
There's other ways that we
Okay,
cancel.
alpha to the 2022 is 1.
Good thing.
Because alpha to the 6 is 1. Okay, you're saying it's a multiple of 6.
Which is what we want. We said mod 6 is 0.
Thank you.
Disappear.
Oh, okay. So this goes away.
And then the rest add to...
Yes.
answer.
Okay.
3 pi
So then
result.
we have 2 pi over 3. Alpha to the 3 is equal to just pi. Then alpha to the 4 is equal to 4 pi over 3. Which, yes. Now we're going to have this, and this. This one is going to have a square root of 3 over 2 positive I. And this is going to have a negative square root of 3 over 2 I. So these are going to cancel. So then I have -1/2, -1/2, -1. So that's going to be -2. Answer C.
When I did this, the first thing I looked for
Oh, that's a hard
is I
one.
looked for a root of I. I was thinking, well, I hope it's I because it'd be easy, but it's not. So it's
It's not.
probably drift. That's big drift, sir. The next one's interesting. Which of the following statements does hold good?
Okay, I'm sorry, which one?
That's the next one. Which of the following statements does hold good? We're given 4 options.
Okay, let's pull it in.
If you read the twat, that's the twat is the jokey and the interesting thing. Which the following does hold good?
Does hold well.
Good.
Sensation, where are you, dude? Sensation would have a nightmare with this dude.
Oh, I know. That's cool.
This is well.
Oh.
Okay. Log of 1, that is positive.
Is it? Let's see.
I think so. No.
Can we prove it?
No, it's not. Well, this is a fraction, right? So 14 over 10 squared is, what is that? 196 over 100 minus 100 over 100.
96 hundredths.
Oh, so that's, yeah, 96 over 100, which the log of this is negative.
And why? That's my...
The log of anything less than 1 is negative.
Okay, so that's done. So A's out. A on it.
That's wrong.
Ron marked it off. Ron's about to mark it off, though. There's answer choices, A, B, C, D below.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. The
Is B.
equation of that must be satisfied by 2 integral values of A.
Integral meaning integer, I
What
guess?
What does integral mean?
Integer, maybe? Try, what's the integral? Integral values. Probably it's
I've
integer.
never heard the word integral. Integral values.
It's
what?
probably integer values, but I want to check my...
Values obtained
Values
through the
obtained
process of integration. Dude, what? Excuse me.
What? So we're doing integration here. Yuck.
Okay.
So is satisfied by 2 integral values of A.
Okay. This would say that a
Yes.
squared is equal to a
That
plus
says-
2. Oh, okay. Wait. A squared minus a minus 2 equals 0.
What? Where did you get that from, though? Oh, A story. Yeah, I see. Yep. And
Right? I just
then-
rewrote the
Oh.
log.
reading. Yep.
And this does have 2 values, right?
But it
'Cause
says
this is-
integral values, though. So
I think the Obi says they're integers.
and why are they?
So this is
Where do
going
we-
to be a minus 2, a plus 1. So a equals 2 or negative
I
1.
was thinking directly. Okay. So
those
B
are okay.
could be right, but let's see if C and D are wrong. Though.
B's
They're
okay.
interesting, so I like C and D. So let's see. See if C and
Log
D are right.
0.1 of cotangent of 3 pi over 8 is negative.
Is it?
I
I
don't
didn't try to
know.
prove that mess. We're thinking B's right, but oh, okay.
It is the adjectival form of integer, and I hate it. Yeah, I agree, dude. Yeah. I don't like it either.
C is an interesting one. What?
Wait, does negative 1 really work? Oh, for here? Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. What's log of -1? What's log base
Uh,
-1 mean?
What is it? Negative 1 squared is equal to 1? Yeah,
What's
right?
log base -1 of anything?
Negative 1's not a good base? Oh, okay.
Try,
All right,
try it.
whatever.
Try to
Gotta
have
get rid of the
one.
ones.
Like, see-
Well,
see
I
if
don't-
it's
I-
even.
That's the math laws. The math laws say I'm not allowed to do it. Yeah, okay. Log 0.1 of cotangent of 3 pi over 8.
Let's do this. Let me say it this way: that TB is an answer choice until we know something else is correct. As a
I agree with
possible,
that.
we think possible.
3 pi over 8 is like over here-ish, right? It's like 3 pi over 8.
So we're taking a logarithm of a
Cotangent is adjacent over opposite.
No, I can't do it anymore. Yep. Hypotenuse.
Right, because cotangent is opposite over tangent's opposite over adjacent. Cotangent's adjacent over opposite.
Do I need to check?
This is below. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is above pi over 4,
Cotangent is cotangent is 1 over tangent, which
is adjacent over opposite. In this case, the adjacent is smaller than the opposite. Yeah. So I think this is negative. Yeah.
Cotangent is adjacent over opposite.
So we're saying 1/10 to the something is equal to. I'm gonna say a fraction. I'm gonna say it's like 9 over 10.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Is negative. We're agreeing that it's no. It's. Let's say it's. What, Jeff? What?
It is negative. Right?
So instead of wait or something. Okay. Tangent is close to pi over 2, so close to infinity.
Right, so that's why cotangent is the opposite of that.
Cotangent is high. So he's not agreeing with you, I guess, in some method.
No.
The lot is positive.
No, if tangent is close to pi over 2 is infinity, that means cotangent would be small. Because it's cotangent is 1 over tangent.
Tangent high, cosine low.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, he's okay.
Cotangent low.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I
got
think this
that.
one is true. I think this one is true so far.
So let's see if D is then. Because we're right now we're doing B and
Okay.
C might be, but C's more up. So B and C,
Okay,
let's talk
so
about
does
it.
1/9 to the negative 2 log base 3 of 7 equal 4 to the log of 4 log base 4 of 7
to the
to the 4th?
Now here's the nice thing. That's easy. You know why? A lot of rules. That's 7 to the 4th. That right side is 7 to the 4th.
I agree.
That's the start there. The right side is easy as well. You know why? 1/9 can be written in terms of 3s.
So that's 1/3, and then this is
So in
7
terms
to
of
the
3,
negative
not in
2.
When in terms of 3,
Yeah, so this is 1/3
we can.
squared.
We win it in terms of 3s though.
Yeah, I did. Is it 1/9, 1/3
In terms
squared?
of 3s, not 1/3.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
When in terms of 3s, so we can just cancel.
Sorry, 3 to the
which
minus
is our
2
log
to the log base 3 of 7.
And then we need to break some.
He says
end
not
to that.
negative. Oh, okay, maybe. We'll see.
Pinbots, is that radians or degrees? Is the next Hudson?
Can I just switch the orders of exponents? Can I
Sure.
put this over here? And just do this. Because then, yes, this cancels and I get 7 to the 4th.
So now
Alright.
D looks obvious.
So I think D looks
What does-
okay.
So what C?
Well, let's try that out.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Or that
let's-
thing in the calculator. We need to check C and B now.
Let's look at what, like, cotangent of 3 pi radiated is. That's a positive number, but it's...
Mhm.
And then we
Less
said
than
the
one.
log base
110.
point 1 of... It is a positive number.
That's out.
Interesting.
And then B. And then we said B is wrong because try it. Try our rule for B. That we said it's fine because of it's
Oh, you want me to,
mathematically
like, try that with
yeah,
with
just
this?
See if it. You said it was fine,
Log
so
base negative 1 of... What was it?
I
Of
wanted to
2?
not do anything.
I don't know. Whatever. Of 2. Oh, you know why you know why negative bases don't work? That's actually a really cool thing. Let's remember our change of base equation. Log base b of a is equal to the log of a over the log of b.
And that B is
B is negative. That screws things up. Also, now I see what happens. So the log base 1/10 of a is the same thing as the log of a over the log of 10 to the minus 1, which is the same thing as log of a over negative log of 10. So now this is the negative log base 10 of a. Wow, okay. Cool.
Okay,
So that's
so
why it's a double negative, right? So the log of this would be negative, but then it's the negative log of that.
That was a fun one.
That's a cool one. All right, nice.
Now let's see. Yeah. Now let's see what the other one. Let's see what the
Oh, I
other
don't.
two.
I think I'm gonna make dinner. I'm getting hungry at this point.
We got 2 more in this. And they're
Well.
actually tied together in a picture, so I can't actually check mark it. So you do the other 2. Now one of them is easy. One of them is very easy. The
Well,
other
no,
one's
dude. There's a
gross.
lot of questions here. What are you talking about? There's so many
this
of these.
droop. You see how there's a droop
Oh.
3 right here. We had to do all that droop in order to get that checked off.
Oh.
It's just that 3 droop there. The third one's easy. The second one's
Oceanics Man says, no food until you finish all your math. Well, I want to eat. I'm fucking hungry.
The only integer which does not lie in the range of the function f of x given as such is what? That's the easier one. The other one is another.
You think this one's easy?
The get is imaginary grossness at the end.
Oceanic Seaman, if you have a question, make sure to. No, I have to cook my food. That's the issue. Make sure to submit your question here. That's the best way for us to get you help. You have to
More
stop.
to do here.
You have to. Okay. All right. Whatever.
That's
I-
a gross
I-
one. The other one's an easy one.
This one's gross.
The other one, no, to me, it looks gross. The other one, I know how to do completely,
Okay. So
which
that
is
one's-
range of a.
yeah.
a nice
Not all of us can have mom making like dinner for us. I still have to cook my own food.
The only integer which does not lie in the range of the function f of x equals this rational function is what?
Oh, I want the pie and
Does not lie. Which of these do
Okay,
not lie?
the only integer which it does not lay in the range. Okay, whatever. This is just factoring, right? So this is
Place it was the easy one.
x minus
That's what
1,
you-
x minus 2, all over x plus 3, x minus 2. Did I do that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mhm.
Does not lie in the range. Oh, the range.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This goes away.
We
Oh,
want
okay.
range, though.
Oh, I don't even need this, bro. This is a horizontal asymptote. Whatever. 0.
We want range.
Yeah.
Oh.
Range has to do with the horizontal asymptotes.
It can't be
yeah.
0, can it?
Yeah, it just can't be
It
0.
was 0, can it?
This is easy. This has a horizontal asymptote at y equals 1. That was easy.
There are words says someone uses that proven wrong.
You No, in the
Because
range.
Oh, range. Okay, now yeah. So, if y equals 1, then it's going to try to go to 1, then it's going to turn.
Yeah, wait. What happens at x equals 1?
Nothing. X equals 1 is nice. Y equals 1's not.
No, but x equals 1 is 1 minus 3, negative 2 plus 2, which is 0.
So,
So it actually does hit 0. But it has a
Yep.
horizontal
That's what
asymptote at y equals 1. So now I'm
y equals
confused.
1, not 0. It's the opposite function. It is the other direction on a graph. If you graph it, you'll see it. We want to know the range. When does this not... Which of these does not appear?
Okay.
There's
Alright, so I
easy way
agree-
to do that. X minus 1 over x plus 3 equals the following values. Solve. And try not... And we'll see which one doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Which one
What
can
is
we
the
not
domain of the
have?
function?
One.
The range is the
One is
same?
the one we can't do.
Well, not
Try
necessarily.
One. Do 1. You know why I also know it's 1? There's an horizontal asymptote 1.
Yeah, this is okay. No, it can't be
1
1.
is the 1. 1 is it.
Yeah.
Because he said how about the opposite of himself.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. The horizontal asymptote is 1. Yeah, sorry. I was forgetting if this is a horizontal asymptote, it can do this or it can do this. It could definitely hit 0. Yeah, it had inverses on the range. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, with
Okay, now
inverses, the
yours.
domain is the range. Okay, last one before
Now
I can eat
the-
food. I'm hungry.
If the expression defined with these imaginary numbers is real, then the set of all possible values of x is which of these?
Oh, nice. Good job. Good job, Oceanic Seaman.
Oh.
If the...
Yep, I do. It's to me down here. Yep.
Who's this person? Why can't I see things? Dude, fucking streamer mode. I hate streamer mode. Get rid of streamer mode.
What's the problem?
You're good. Okay. If the expression of that is real, then well, here let me do the physics question first. I want to do the physics
Okay.
question. This one looks gross.
Yeah, it is. That's why I said so. That's why I mentioned it.
A puppy dies. Yeah. Get rid of streamer mode.
Past the next 10 minutes. So if he doesn't stream, you don't stream more than
Okay, there we go. I don't like streamer mode.
you don't stream more than 10. If you don't stream less than 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Milos. Okay, a particle of mass. Which one do you need help with? 1 or 2?
The only one you can see.
Okay.
So
1. Okay. A particle of mass and charge is traveling due east. It enters the uniform field that points downwards After entering the field, the particle completes one half of a circle and exits the field, traveling due west. How much time does it spend traveling? Oh, that's fun. Okay. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we have... We're going to call this east, okay? Here is Sir Particle. It's going this way. Points downwards? Well, what do they mean downwards? They mean like into the plane, into the page. It probably does. I have to. Okay, so then it does this. One half of the circle and exits doing due west. Okay, cool. So it does this. Okay, well let's think about how this has to work. So this is a charge Q, which is negative. So F is equal to Q V cross B. This is velocity, this magnetic field. So if the velocity is so if something is moving in a circle, oceanic, right? That means it experiences what's called centripetal acceleration, which is AC, which always points towards the center of your rotation.
Does
Okay.
this mass matter? Said
It
Jeff?
Maybe. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Okay. Anyways, okay. I need acceleration to point inwards, so I need the force to point inwards. So V is pointing to the right. And then B, I need to be pointing down. Sorry, no. F. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay, so yeah, B is pointing into the page. That makes sense. Do you understand why that is, Oceanic? Do you understand why B must be pointing into the page? You can also do this by the what is it? In this case it's gonna be the left-hand rule because the charge is negative. It's the left-hand rule because the charge is negative. Yeah. It would be the right-hand rule if the charge was positive. This is why you gotta use the right hand, the correct hand, sorry, for positive and negative charges. Okay. No. Left-hand rule. So if the field is downward, which I'm assuming is like into the page, then the thing moves in this direction. If the field were upwards, then it would move in this direction, which actually I guess doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's in both cases, it's either going to rotate this way or it's going to rotate this way. It's going to come out to the left. So it actually does not matter. Okay. The main thing being here, okay, so the force, right, which is equal to the mass times acceleration of an object, is going to be equal to the charge times its yeah. Well, unfortunately, we can't draw things in 3D. Paper is unfortunately two-dimensional. Okay. MA is equal to QVB. Agree with that so far? And then if something has an acceleration that is causing it to move in a circular motion, that acceleration is centripetal, which is equal to the velocity squared over r. Okay? So now I have mv squared over r is equal to qvb. And we eventually just want the time is what we want, right? So what I know is the time for half a rotation is going to be equal to the distance for half a rotation, which is just equal to pi times r, right? Because 2 pi r would be the distance for a full rotation, divided by the time. Sorry, it's the velocity divided by the distance. Yeah. No, divided by the velocity. Divided by the velocity. Okay. The velocity is assumed to be constant, right? Okay. So, T is equal to pi r over V. Do we agree with that so far, Oceanic? That the time it takes for it to do this must be equal to the circumference of half a rotation divided by the velocity it experiences during that rotation. Yeah, that makes sense because of the 1/2 cancels with the 2. Awesome. Okay, cool. So, and also, just as a little heads up, you're going to use this equation here, like mv squared over r equals qvb, so many times. This comes up a lot in E&M. So just this whole process of doing this to this to this, you want to kind of really remember this. It happens all the time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because I don't know what the velocity of this thing is, right? But I can replace it with this equation, right? So if we cancel a v from each side and then move the r and the m on the other, that gets me that v is equal to qbr all over m. Okay? So all I did was here is I moved this over to this side. That gave me r over m. And then I canceled out one of the v's. So now I can plug that into here. And that's going to give me pi over pi r and then times the reciprocal of this. So times m over qbr. And then this is the nice thing. The r's go away. And I needed them to go away because I don't know the radius of this rotation. And it's actually not needed. Okay. So now the time is equal to pi m over qb. And actually, this is really cool. And I'll explain like where this comes from in a bit. So the mass was 6 times 10 to the minus 8. The Q, you can leave this as positive. 7.2 times 10 to minus 6. And then the magnetic field is 3 Teslas. Because that's just times 3. Okay. Oh no, wrong calculator. Can't use the silver calculator. No, well, why are my skins not loading? There we go. Silver demotion. Yeah, there we go. That's the gold one. Okay, so we're going to do pi times 6 e to the minus 8 divided by 7.2 e to the minus 6. And then we're also going to divide it by 3. And so that's going to give me, and here, if you want to divide that by e to the minus 3. We say that's 8.73 milliseconds. Okay? T is equal to 8.73 milliseconds. That's what I would get. It's kind of cool here. So let's remember that if I wanted like the full period, that would have been 2. That would have been equal to 2 pi m over qb. Let's say this was like a full, okay? And let's remember that frequency is 1 over period. So frequency would equal to qb over m and then like 1 over 2 pi. And then let's remember that omega is equal to 2 pi f. So f is equal to omega over 2 pi. So that tells me right away that omega is equal to qb over m. And this is a very common thing in what's called the cyclotron frequency. Yeah. So if you look at this, this is an equation that comes up so much in physics. And it has to do with like how we use accelerators and whatnot. But yeah, there's the equation. See how omega cyclotron is qb over m? It's the same thing for this. That would be the omega for it to do a full rotation. Oceanic said, would I set up the question the same way if the charge would point straight down instead of going half a circle and then going... Okay, if if the charge would point straight down instead of doing half a circle and then going back from the direction it came from. Yeah, I mean, the time would be a quarter then, right? So, are you saying, like, if it did this and then came straight down, now that's the time for a quarter of a rotation. So, you would just take...
3/4 rotation, same thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Or, well, and then if you wanted to do this, like, come back up, that's 3/4 of a rotation. But... What's up, Seth?
Et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
Yeah, et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, this is a cool thing. So this is omega is equal to QB over M, which comes from doing what we did here. And this is why I really like physics, because this right here, V squared over R, this is a mechanics concept. You learn this in your first physics class. F equals QVB, you learn in your second E&M physics class. And then you put these things together to figure out how fast a particle would oscillate in a magnetic field. It's really cool. It's how accelerators actually work, particle accelerators. Okay, cool. That's a good question, Milos. You get a coin for that, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna go eat food. I'm hungry.
Yeah, one more. You still got the one that you were on.
No, I got... Now show R the T squared is constant. We'll do the other one next time, Seth. I'm hungry.
Definitely till your time.
Let's do it. Puppy didn't die. We went over. Okay, thank you, everyone. Coming office hours. Appreciate all the help, all the fun stuff. Good questions today, guys. Our next stream tomorrow is going to be an hour and a half earlier. So that's going to be at 3:30 Pacific, 4:30 Mountain, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. Next time, puppies. The next time the puppies will die. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's go. That other trick problem is tricky. We'll do it next time. I want to go eat. I'm hungry. Let's see. Who am I following? Who are we going to go? Yeah, good to see you, Pete127. Hope you guys learned something. Oh, nice. Zach's doing a stream with Infinite Series. Okay, we're going to go say hi to Zach. We love Zach. He's a cool guy. All right.
Enjoy your day.
Enjoy. Yes, thanks for the help there, Seth. That was a fun problem with the cube. I liked it. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.